Hello, my name is Marissa Ford.
And I'm Dantes James.
And this is the If You Want to Listen talk show. Today we are talking about the new Netflix movie, They Cloned Tyrone. And we are dressed for the occasion.
Feeling good?
I think we could talk about the costumes and stuff first because I think that it was pretty on point, no?
Flashy, styling.
Okay.
It was pretty good. You good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed Jamie Foxx's character and how he kept talking about his, Goodwill suits, and it was a really funny movie.
Yeah.
It was stereotypical.
Mm-hmm. They hit all the stereotypes right on the nose. At least our stereotypes. They made it playful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it did have me kind of on the edge of my seat.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what to expect when I was watching it. It was suspenseful.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say scary at all?
I wouldn't say scary, but it was a thrill.
It was a thrill, for sure. The acting.
Yeah. That boy, John Boyega, is crazy good.
Yeah, he played like 8 different people in that movie.
Yes.
And they all were distinctly different. And it was very impressive.
Yeah. The mannerisms, like for him to play a person in Chicago and then play a person in California, LA, like
they were the same person but with different undertones, and you could see like, oh yeah, that's a guy that's from LA, or you said you could recognize him as somebody
from the Midwest. Yeah, so that was his acting was on point. Yo, I don't know her name.
Yeah,
but she was hilarious. She stood her ground in there.
She was great. She was great, and I liked how they showed her being a character that is really smart and has so many aspirations, even though she's stuck where she's at.
Yeah, big time. And Jamie touched on that in one of her scenes. He's like, "You smart as hell. What the hell you doing here?" And she wouldn't answer. But she's just doing what she got to do because of her circumstances.
Right, and it's hard to
get out.
To leave where you're from.
Yeah.
As much as you might have all of these skills.
But I'm not. Would this be given? I'm gonna just say because this is a review.
We could put spoiler alert on there too.
Okay, cool. But just like the town is being run by a system, and pretty much for her, it was always going to be hard for her to leave because they're controlling her to stay. So it's all these loopholes.
The system was set up against her.
Exactly.
And I think the movie does a great job of touching on all of the things that we actually are experiencing, and to see it be concrete and not just some kind of fabrication. Well, the system is set up to see me fail,
right?
Like, because we say those things, and people think they're just a thing to say,
right?
But that movie really showed that that's a reality for
you have to really try to get out.
I thought it was really cool how they all rallied together at
the
end. Like, even though they were enemies, like when it came to fight a common enemy, they were able to set aside their differences and really show up for each other. And I felt empowered in that moment. Like, when they was all riding in their convertibles down the street with their weapons, it was like, oh yeah, let's go kick some butt. So I thought that was really cool.
And it wasn't too graphic or nothing either.
No, and I like that about it. Like, it wasn't super bloody or anything too rated R.
Yeah, it was.
But it still had that realness in it.
Yeah, it was gritty.
When he got shot in the beginning, I was like, whoa, I was not expecting him to go down like that.
Right, yeah, that's for sure.
But that was...
They hit you with so many shock factors in that movie. It was unbelievable. And the church scene was hilarious. Oh my goodness, they had them off that juice.
Literally.
Going off the juice.
But yeah, I think it really took all of the things, the stereotypes, and made it deeper than just something that a culture does.
Yeah, exactly.
And it makes you think, like, is that are those choices conscious?
Right.
Or, are they actually their choices? Or are those choices being force-fed
another thing
to the culture?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my goodness. It was like the music. They were controlling the music. The music giving you a certain feeling and a certain vibe. And
they had the scene where they had two black guys in a cell, a cage, incubator, whatever you want to call it, and they were playing like kill a something, and they were like at each other's throats. They were killing each other, and then they switched the song to "Give Me a Hug" or something, and all of a sudden they wanted to hug each other. So it's like,
yep.
And it had me all stuck afterwards.
Yeah,
I was kind of just sitting there like, whoa.
And then it was interesting. They didn't just clone people just to clone anybody. They were cloning people who had power in the hood.
Yeah, who were contributing to the downfall.
Yeah. So those stereotypes were superhuman. They were actually deeper than a typical stereotype. It wasn't just to be a stereotype. It was like, this is a superpower, and we're gonna play off of that person, the influence that person has on this world. And
I definitely recommend watching it. I would say I would give it a 10.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make me cry. But it could make somebody cry, I think, if they had those personal experiences. But I thought the story was really original. I loved that, and I thought the performances were awesome. Yeah, and for the genre, a sci-fi comedy or whatever it was, I thought it was great.
Unheard of. Like that was a 10 for sure. I agree.
All right, check it out.
Also, Jamie Foxx released a statement after the movie, or the same day.
Because he's been dealing with his health, and we haven't really heard anything from him. So to see him on screen, it felt like we were close to him again as fans. And then he did release a statement that same night.
That same night.
The same night it dropped, which was the 21st.
And you could feel the emotion behind everything that he was saying, and it just shows that life is short and
fleeting.
Yeah, and I really felt for him, because you just never know what anybody's going through. So for him to even say a word, he could have still gone silent for as long as he wanted to, but for him to come out and say something, that was deep.
Yeah. And I'm praying for his healing and his well-being, and for more awesome works from him, because I'm a fan for sure.
And that boy is special right there.
Yeah, so definitely check out They Cloned Tyrone, which is a great title.
Yeah, it is.
Great title.
It is.
Watch to the end, because I was about to say,
man,
who's Tyrone, man?
For real, I had just asked it
in your mind.
Yesterday I had just asked. I was like, so who the hell was Tyrone the whole time?
You didn't say that out loud.
I did.
No.
Well, I was thinking it the whole time, for real.
I was thinking it too.
But yeah.
And then right at the end, you find out.
There it is. Yeah. So
check it out.
Yes.